remember a little while ago I announced that I had a brand new Youtooz coming out, and it is now sold out on their website? Well, I pulled a couple strings, and if you're from Canada and are still looking to pick up this figure, you can do it now over at GameStop Canada! How crazy is that? The store that I go to all the time looking for new figures, you can now pre-order me! It is really neat, and I was actually able to pre-order myself the other day, so it's gonna be so fun when it arrives, and maybe I'll even see it on shelves in some stores. If you're looking to do it for yourself, here is the code just in case it doesn't pop up in their system, because you can use this and get it automatically pre-ordered to your account. If you do end up doing it, please let me know in the comments, because I am so excited to see people actually being able to pick it up in stores. And anyways, today is also a GameStop video, because I went there earlier today. Like I said, I of course had to pre-order myself, and then while I was there, I picked up some other stuff, and funny enough, happened to get a few Youtooz too. And so I guess we'll start with, well, this one here. Come on! I was looking around on their shelves, and in the plush section, I bumped into Bubble Bass. I mean, come on, this is just so funny. It says, "Thanks for collecting me too," and on the little tag, you can see, there are his hands. Honestly, it is one of my favorite SpongeBob plush they've done, and no company really does Bubble Bass, so I had to go for it. This thing is just too amazing, and I wonder, this is, oh, that's weird. Okay, this is weird, look at this. So do you see the eyes on the front there, and they're kind of like, you know, like a printed piece of fabric with the Youtooz, but if you flip it up, it's his, ooh, can you guys see it? It's his regular eyes underneath. How weird. Seriously though, just a really great plush. And the bottom is flat, so he will definitely sit wherever you need him to. Now I guess we'll keep him here for a second, because the other Youtooz product that I picked up was another, well, SpongeBob item. And it's not a figure. That's why I'm kind of like, well, what do we call it exactly? And anyways, I'll just show you what it is. Yeah, this is a pretty great one. It is the SpongeBob Jigsaw puzzle. This is actually the thing that I saw first. I happened to walk past the board games as soon as I came in, and this was at the bottom next to a couple of the other Youtooz, so maybe like they put it there because it's like, well, where do we put it? In the Youtooz section or the board games? And I understand a puzzle's not really a board game, but it works. You know, it's similar. They're tabletop things, and yeah, this is just such a great one. I'm excited to crack it open and build it. It'll be fun. It's also pretty interesting too, because most of the characters in this photo are real figures, and I have most of them in the collection. Like, if you take a look in the back there, do you see the cockroach? Alrighty, now let's get into the pops that I picked up, but I guess we'll start with the two random ones. Then I got an entire set of figures, which I'm pretty excited about. And this one here, well, first up, we've got Ice Spice. I saw this one on the shelf, and I actually had pre-ordered the original Ice Spice that was like a limited time over on Funko.com, but both of the ones that arrived were damaged. I bought two, because I'm like, if you're never going to be able to get them again, I might as well have some for the collection. Maybe we could do a giveaway in the future, or maybe she gets expensive because they're hard to find. Anyways, though, the problem is I don't have a nice box for those, and now with this one here, I picked out the best one I could possibly find. And it is looking pretty pristine, if you ask me. This is based on her Y2K album, which is pretty cool, because I believe this is the outfit she's wearing either in the album cover, or it's just like one that she's worn before with that album. Like, you know, after it came out. You know what I'm talking about. And anyways, though, I like to pick up the weird and random characters that they create. I'm not saying that Ice Spice is weird, I'm just saying, like, why did they end up making this? Like, of course, because she's popular, but still, you gotta get it. Oh, now, this is an exciting one. The next thing that I ended up getting, because I try to pre-order every single pop that has a chance for a chase, because I like to see if I can get it, and well, with Bilbo, I got him! It popped up in the system a little while ago, and I was like, I think he has a chase, so I'll go for it. And I guess I was like one of the only people that pre-ordered it, so I got it. And this is just such a fun one. I believe it was also normally a Funko Shop exclusive, and that's why it's got this sticker here, because it's shared. We do have Funko Shop in Canada, but they're not gonna put the Funko Shop sticker on the GameStop stuff. Anyways, I just think it's a really fun one. I wanted to get them for the collection. I have the soda chase as well, which is this exact kind of, you know, scene from the movie where he gets all weird. Anyways, I just think it's really fun, and it's cool to have it for now both collectibles. Now, everybody, let's get into that set that I was talking about, because I actually got all four of them, and I guess we'll start with the one that I'm kind of like, well, if I'm gonna get them all, I have to get this one. I'm talking about Martian Spy Girl from Mars Attack, because if I'm gonna be honest, I was really just looking for the Martians, but then they were talking to me and they were like, you're only missing one, and I'm like, yeah, I'll grab her. But I've gotta say though, when it comes to a people pop top, it is definitely got some great detail. I like the dress and all the swirls on it, as well as her ring, and then the way her mouth is like half ripped open. It's pretty creepy. Also, I was trying to remember this, and I haven't looked it up, so I'm just gonna throw some information out there that I might be completely wrong about. Was this movie directed by Tim Burton? For some reason, he comes to mind. It also feels very Tim Burton-y. And anyways, getting into this next one, let's do, I guess, just the regular Martian soldier here. Yeah, that is this one here, and I love the dome on the helmet. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you would know that I am a sucker for a good helmet on a figure. I love a lot of the space ones because they give them these giant pieces that go over top of their head, and these guys pretty much all have that. It's so cool, and I know that there is a chase version that I was not able to get for this one, but it's still a really fun set. Like, look at him. Look at how weird that is. Don't you agree with me? It's so odd. Something else that's also pretty crazy about the movies line of figures is that they are getting close to 2,000, and I believe they're probably going to be the first ones to hit 2,000. Either, well, I guess it'd be either movies or television, because there's just so many of them releasing all the time. Like, if you take a look here, we are at 1877. I don't even think this one's the highest. No, she was 1876. I'm trying to think here. 1875. Wait a second. Wait a second! I'm looking on the back of the box here. The numbers are different. This one here is the Martian soldier. It says 1877, but if you go on the back here, it actually says 1875. Do you see it? Oh, weird. Okay, so now there is something that I can show you. Oh, and I just noticed there's quotes on the inside. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is there is something that I'll talk about because there was an exclusive one that released, so maybe they just swapped the numbers but didn't on the back of the box. And look at this here. Don't run, we are your friends. They actually have little quotes. I didn't notice that at first, but I do love when Funko includes them. Oh, you know what? I'll show you this one too, because I did see it. It looks pretty interesting. It is the eyeball, kind of like the ring she's got on. We'll have to check it out for the other two as well, because I have the other ones here. And now, let's see, with this one, okay, hold on. Yeah, let me show you the regular one first, and then I'll show you the exclusive. So the Martian Ambassador is 1874, so that is the correct number on the back of the box. Because with this one here, I love the eyes and how they made them not so circular. It makes them seem a lot more menacing and evil. I also really enjoy the red with the glitter, and it's kind of neat because sometimes it feels like the glitter will come off on your fingers, but this one feels kind of like baked into the paint, not on top. A nice touch if you ask me, and I also love the blaster in his hand. It's really accurate. Okay, now let's see what is up with the quote on this one. I want to see what it says. It's got, "We come in peace. We come in peace." Alrighty, so that is the regular set, and now let me show you that exclusive. 1877, yeah, so they mixed up the numbers on it, which is kind of odd, because you'd think, I don't know, whatever it is though, I'm glad the numbers are still like self-contained into this set. It's not messing with another one, because that's happened before where like some characters in the same line have the same number. It's probably because there's like almost 2,000 of these guys, it's probably hard to keep track of them all. And now when it comes to this one here, he's pretty cool. He doesn't have a blaster in his hand, but it does still have a lot of great detail. And I love the brain on this one, as well as the face being a bit different too. He's got his mouth open instead of closed. There's a couple things that are definitely swapped up. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe the chase comes with the specialty series version. So that's probably why they also did this. It's like a nice way to try to like find a bit of a rarer one if you want. Oh, and now of course everybody, we've got to check that quote. And on this one here, it says, "Ack. Ack, ack." And well, everybody, there we go. That is all that I have for you today, and I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And don't forget, you can pre-order my new Youtooz over at GameStop Canada, so if you want to, I definitely recommend it. Maybe when it comes in, you can bring it to Comic-Con. I'll be going to a bunch of them this year, so it'll be a lot of fun to try to get them signed, and I would love to see them out in the wild. And I know that they release in, I believe, around June, so maybe, like, what would be the first one that I'd be going to after that? Maybe, like, San Diego, I'd be seeing people. Either way, though, it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow!